What's good, neighborhood? So, it's probably unexpected, but we got ourselves a Saturday stream going right now. Figure I got a few hours, got a couple hours here at the pad, so gonna get into a little bit more time on Warframe, especially since I, for once, actually went most of the day without playing it. Yeah, who would have thunk it, right? But in any event, feel free to drop on in and let me know how your weekend's going so far.
Hey, Tenno, you ready for today's deal? Oh, I mean deal. Today's deal.
Of course I did. Oh my God. Jan, my man. After I got off stream the other night, I finished playing through the sacrifice. Boy, that was some shit. Yes, I did. I did finish it, and I'm just plain floored. I also get the feeling that the way the sacrifice ended, that's definitely going to lead to some major goings down once the new war drops.
Operator, did you hear that? It said... Cosmic background radiation is a riot!
What? So wait, for everyone that's got this on, for everyone that's playing on PC, there's already a new prologue segment leading into the new war? Or at least setting up for it?
If I may say, Operator, your chosen Warframe suits you. Ha, ha.
Chimera prologue. Okay. Won't get the stabilizers just yet. Well, I'm thinking for now. Wait. So you mean there's... What the... The hell was that? Bruh. Yo, I am not prepared for this. At least, not with this Warframe. Oh, no. Let me get out of here. Yeah. Nah, if I'm gonna be doing that, then I'm gonna go in here geared up. Alright, it's time to really see what's going on here. But man, oof. I am seriously, it is seriously going to take me a long time, personally, to get used to, you know, not seeing the Lotus physically there with all the mission briefings and hints and stuff. What the... Bruv. Well, yeah, the entire... Well, yeah, all the stuff in Fortuna doesn't have... Oh, you want to play, huh? Alright, let's see what's going on here. Alright, something is definitely going on here. Okay, what I need to know is, why does this cat look like my character but wearing the Lotus's helmet? Also, how you doing, Blue? Hey, what's up, Chop? Good to see you, man. Okay, back to full energy. That's good. Okay, this is definitely not where I needed to go. What about this way? There's the little shit. So... does this mean I'm heading back towards the grave site where I found Umbra?
I am not who you think I am.
But of course you are. Imprisoned, just as she was.
What are you doing over here dancing, you maniac? Okay, so not the gravesite, but... but where the Lotus used to be.
My grace, my humanity. Hello? No hope.
Ballas.
Only suffering under her eye. But she gave me the gift of life. Why would I betray her? This is no gift. He stole my death. Nothing. So, he stole my death. My perfect death. Such is her power over me, over the devil. We saw what we wanted, those devils and I. A lover. A mother. But now, I know. She is neither. She's a hawk calling with sparrow's song. A viper blending into wood. And her venom spreads not into flesh, but into your heart. Those devils. What has their great awakening accomplished with the destruction of potential allies? Don't they see? Love must die, as Margulis did when I sent her to the Jade Light. And the Lotus, just some cloud in the sky, just some shape they imagined. Only the sentient is real.
What?
avatar. So, tell me, Devil, do you understand what must be done? The Parasthesis. The Sentient Slayer. Hurry, take this. The idea of it. It is the only way your war can end.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned. I honestly don't know where to go with this. I mean, if they're setting up for the new war, then that's a damn good setup right there.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Let's see. Destreza. Cronin Prime. Orvius, Orthos Prime. There we go. I need 5 Eidolon shards and 15 Orokin cells. Which means I'll have to do some hunting. But I also really want to get that Redeemer Prime. Yep. From Terrorist kills. That should not surprise me in the least. Okay. Well, I know for a fact I'm gonna need to go hunting plastids now. So that way I can make use of those argon crystals before they decay. Ooh wee. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually one of the more interesting sneaking segments. Wait, no. Alloy plates. Need 120,000 to get that Kavat incubator. Let's see. Oh. Oh, guess I'm back in the suit. Let's see if I can actually get the alloy plate from here. Only grants me 1,500, and I don't even have enough to get it. The womb of the sky. Huh. Now this is funny. The Prime Vault pack that they currently have is for both Mag and Nova Prime. Both of which I currently have on roster. You know what? I think I'll pull up Mag Prime and do some altering to the appearance. Definitely prefer the classic. You know what? I actually like the default colors. Default colors with the classic mag helmet on the Prime suit. Looks good. But I'm very much digging the Mirage Prime. Classic Prime colors are not bad in the slightest.
If I may say, Operator, your chosen Warframe suits you.
Excuse me.
Ha.
Tenno, a it has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
Okay, so here we go. I think what I should probably do is stick to leveling for now. You know, I really don't think the story...
Eliminate all corpus threats.
I really don't think the story in this game is convoluted. It's dense. There's a lot to take in, a lot to work with, but it is by no means convoluted. And why the hell does that guy have a marking over his head? Well, let the chaos commence. There we go. Boom! Okay, time for some stupid stuff. Empty the clip. Yes, I know only one shot was probably needed to kill him, but sometimes you need to put a fine point on the conversation. A very fine point. Oh no, stop that. You don't get to do that. Ooh-wee! Dog putting in work?
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Of course no detection from enemy sensors. Because any enemies that could be there to detect me are, well, no longer among the living. Case in point.
Warframe is strong.
Alright, once I hit a... Well, I think I've hit a clear point. Give me a quick second and I'll click over and see what that particular tweet you linked me is all about. Let's see what's going down with Steve. tile set remaster, and oh my lord. What are the corpus doing with a sentient in that tube? Ow. Okay, that kind of hurt. Okay. Okay. Opinions so far. This rifle right here is freaking amazing. And this is Garuda's signature rifle. Yet unfortunately, I still don't have that particular Warframe yet. I want to fix that soon. In addition to picking up Mesa and Chroma Prime. Oh no. Oh no, no. You don't get to do that. You don't get to activate those sensors. What's wrong with you? Yes, I know the dude was split in half and stuck to the control deck, but it's the principle of the matter. Good dog. Good dog. It's a shame I can't, like, interact with my pets or companions while we're on the field. That would be dope if, like, after a kill I could just run up and pet the Kubro, just, who's a good pooch? Who's the goodest of pooches? Okay, back to it. Okay, machine pistols. Let's see how this pans out. Oof. What's going on there, kiddo? You digging for stuff in the lockers? Go get him. Good work. that's alright, Pooch. You didn't do too bad at all. Alright, here we go. We got, what, 20 more enemies to take down before this mission's done. I will take that alloy drum.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Boom! Oh no, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop that.
You're on sensors now. You've been detected.
Let's fix that.
Alarms have been set. Like, hey, your boss says no witnesses and you get spotted. No witnesses, you say? Okay. Another successful mission.
Oh.
Find extraction.
Thank you for sticking around. Oof. Didn't mean to do that. Boink. Bonk. Let's see, is that turret? That turret is no longer active. Go ahead, kiddo. Dig in. Yeah. Ah, you still did good. You got another one. We're definitely heading to extraction. Everything else is just a bonus at this point. Go get him! Haha! There we go. Lead the target. Beautiful. And now for one last shot right in the ass. Job's done. That was a fun little level up session. Okay, let's see what quests we have. Mask of the Revenant, still need some work on that. Apostasy, the Sacrifice, Chimera, all those are done. Chains of Hero was spooky! There's Patient Zero, Octavia's Anthem. All that's left are the Sands of Inaris, Glass Gambit, and the Jordas Precept. And those are the ones I can actually take on right now, if I so choose. Okay, taking a look at what I've got written down. I still need Chroma Prime and Mesa Prime systems. It's a Neo
Ordis
M2,
wonders, what are you thinking about?
which I don't have. And Chroma is an Axie, which I don't have. Whew. It's the first time in about a week, I want to say, that I am actually sitting with nothing to put through the foundry. Like, see, I need the systems for Chroma Prime, I need the systems for Garuda. I need the systems for Mesa Prime. Nova Prime I already own, so that blueprint is an extra. Need the systems for Nyx, which I have for the Prime variant. Need the systems for Oberon Prime. And for Zephyr Prime, I am literally missing the systems for, God, 5 frames. 2 of them at, like 3 of them at 3 of them at the very least being primes. It's actually kind of hilarious. Hey, what's good, Andre? I'm doing alright. It's been one of those mellow Saturdays. Just got back from running some errands, so I'm a little worn out. Yeah, I saw the tweets about Ruben being at MomoCon this year. That is going to be pretty dope. Oh my god, if I put Lethal Torn on this thing... I am awake. Kinda. Halfway. You get the idea. Okay, so what do I want to... Not enough to throw suppress on there. Would have been pretty hilarious. Well, let's put the basic pistol ammo mutation there. Okay, I've still got 20 points left to spend up here. Let's make this interesting. Okay, 13.
New alert for navigation, Tenno.
Plus 80% damage there, plus 120. Let's throw Sacrificial Steel on here. Wait, now. Yeah, no. I'll keep the Umbert mods off for now. Okay, 13 points to spend still, and I really want to make this thing a monster. These things don't do slash damage at all, so Relentless Combination is literally useless. Impact, however, could do some work for me. Yeah, Sean would have been a pretty solid addition to Street Fighter V, like, as a playable character, as opposed to just comic relief window dressing while Laura jumps in being, loud and obnoxious. Oh wait, there we go. Heavy trauma. That's what I wanted, not shattering impact. Let's see, so what else do I have that will give me that good puncture damage? I already have Rending Strike. There we go. Sundering Strike goes right there. And I think I'll go ahead and mod this one too. Yeah. I'll uninstall that. No skin off of my back. Eight points left. What to do with it? Oh, what the heck. Let's try Energy Channel, see how that pans out. Yeah, I think I'm right there with you on that one.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
You know what? Let's see how well I do on this mobile defense mission, huh? I'm currently under-leveled, but I think I've got the gear that'll actually help me, that'll actually help me drive through.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Okay, Tenno, a lot of people are depending on you to get this done.
Oh yeah, that's right. If I'm holding an item, that means I gotta work with the pistols. Okay, go ahead, step on out.
This will only get more difficult. Get to a terminal and prepare for enemy resistance.
Okay, so far so good.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
There we go. Ooh. I am not looking my best in terms of health.
Area completed. Move on.
Time to go. I hope those other two back there aren't injured. Alright, we need to go.
Wreckers incoming.
Oh, hi. We'll go ahead and chew through that armor.
Location reached. Drop me in and
Boom.
defend my position.
Here we go.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Oh. Alright. There's a lot of cutting that needs doing up here.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh!
We are finished here. Move on.
Okay, 2 for 3. Oh Jesus, what was up here shooting me? Whatever it was, it's dead now, thankfully. Okay. I'm gonna need to get some duration mods to hook onto this one. Wow, I was completely aiming the wrong direction. Alright, upsy daisy.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno.
Okay, now it's basically just a matter of keeping the mooks busy for another minute. But yeah, best newcomers in Street Fighter V. Definitely Minot, G, and Zeku. And if you're talking about from the original roster, then yeah, it's Rashid by a landslide. But that's from the OG, like, Season 1 roster.
still working on it. Continue to defend.
Transference still holding.
Lots of resources right there. Oh, whoa, hey, whoa. Hey. What the? Okay, for a second I thought the doggo was down.
The odds were against us, Tenno, but we did it. Mission complete.
Get up, buddy. We're not through with you yet. Okay. So that would mean that where I need to go is this way. Alright, almost done. Alright. That actually wasn't too bad. Dude, Nikali was a joke. Nikali was a joke, and how they handled him in the cinematic story did not help his case. At all. Okay, I need ability duration. Vigor is forever useful. Continuity is definitely going to be my jam. Okay, don't have enough for flow yet.
Ordis is angry.
Or stretch.
May require maintenance after all.
So let's go with vitality. Okay, still nothing there. Nothing there. Wait a minute.
problem is that sinking talon and spinning needle. Both of these are polarities for different weapons. So I can't use those and keep what I have on. Alright, so here's the deal. It's pretty much going to be the same here as it is with the morning cup of gaming streams I've been doing. So we're about an hour in. I'm going to go AFK for a quick second away from the mic, get something to drink, get me something to snack on just to keep my energy up, and also give myself and everyone else watching a chance to stretch their legs. I'll be back in a tick.
Tenno, a new alert has begun. Marked on navigation.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get right back to it. Now, for most of these missions, I am way underleveled, except for maybe this exterminate mission, which I'll probably do. But let me go back and double check something. Let's see. Arbiters of Hexus and Cephalon Suda. So if I actually do missions for the Red Veil actively, that could drop my standing with the other two. Hey, what's good, Link? Good to see you. Let's try the excavation mission. See how I handle that one. So how's the weekend been treating you so far?
We're here in search of lost artifacts and items buried deep below the surface. The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
Well, that robot just got mangled. Yeah, keeping consistent on something like your daily workout is definitely going to... It's going to pay dividends in the long run.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
Okay, I need to get back over here because... Bad robot. Ooh, just what I was looking for. 3 of them in a
An
row.
artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site. The excavator has lost power. Find another cell.
Okay, ready to blast these machines into spare parts?
Well, I didn't mean to waste that power cell, but... Well, what are you gonna do? Right. Oh. Yeah, the drill's right over here, which is going to make it easy.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered
And I
and
jump back
protected
to this
from
side
enemy
to grab the
fire.
power cells.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
For the Tenno!
Alright, that's 2. That's 3 more. But yeah, that consistency that you're talking about, it's not just with working out, it's pretty much with everything, especially, you know, I'm getting back both into training and into drawing as well. So I need to make sure that I can, you know, get myself in the habit of drawing pretty consistently. At least one sketch a day, whether it's under... Doesn't matter if it's a full character page or if it's just, you know, or if it's just figure study, motion sketch, hell, or even just a random doodle. It doesn't always have to have a purpose so much as I can put pen to paper. And it's basically going to be the same for you in working out, you know. Even if you're feeling tired and, you know, what, 5 days a week, right? Even if you're feeling tired, if you just do, like, you know, a quick set of 10 push-ups, you know, 10 jumping jacks for cardio.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from enemy fire.
Then it's at least something.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Corpus technology won't be enough to stop us.
The excavator has run out of power. A cell.
Okay, I need more enemies to start showing up. Need at least 2 power cells to drop to make it worth it. Come on. Oh, shit. Shield's at 0. Someone's over there attacking it. Okay, that one's already completed. And now, when I'm trying to look for energy cells, the enemies are stingy with the spawns. Oh. Them's broken ankles. Okay, God damn it. I need to move fast.
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining sites.
Well, to be fair, my shtick is more getting myself blown up, as I'm sure you've seen in some of my previous Monster Hunter runs.
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
We will put an end to this corpus greed.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
We fought with honor.
There we go. And the next excavator is over this way. To be fair, from a newcomer's perspective, it is definitely complex. It's a very dense game to start, and you know, to be honest, it's one of those where the more you dig into it, the more intuitive it'll become for you. But it's definitely a new experience. Hell, when you first see this game, like when you first see it advertised, or when you see like images of any of the Warframes themselves, you know, it's unique, and it seems very alien from, you know, from a first view perspective.
The scan picked up a target. Go to the dig site. Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protected from any fire.
These corpus remind me of the Oricon. Selfish, greedy. Come on!
Alright, let's just switch to melee. Oh. Alright, got just one more. If I were to rate this bad boy on a 10-point scale, I'd give it a solid 9. Like, there's definitely room for improvement. You know, some of the RNG could use a bit of tweaking. And most people that have played this, have said that the grind is a bit too much for earning pieces or for earning blueprints for Warframes.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
So maybe if the grind were made a little bit easier.
An artifact has been located.
But let's see, aside from that, let's see, other things I could think of where this game could improve. There's still been some... There have still been some bugs that need to be worked out.
Excavator destroyed. Protect remaining dig sites. Extraction is available, if you choose.
There we go. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, sometimes you gotta deal with bugs. And on top of that, there is, of course, as was mentioned earlier, the game itself could probably use a little bit more in the, early game, like first 5 to 10 hours tutorial department. Just a little something that helps give players an idea on what kind of goals they can set at the start of the game. But I'd say with those technical and mechanical fixes, that could probably, that could very easily bump this up to a straight up 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, hell, if I'm being honest with you, this game has gotten better even since I first started playing it, and I've only been on this for 3.5, 4 months now. Yeah, I've been on this 3 months, and I've made sure to get on this game at least once daily.
Feeling better, kiddo?
I killed him. Isa.
Did you now? Is that how you remember it?
Yes.
Good.
Well, this is unexpected. To be fair, Daz, every day that I've logged in, I've clocked in easily 3 hours on average each day. So I've had a good amount of time with this, but definitely once you get the hang of the game, I think pretty much anyone that sits down and plays through this, long enough to,
Operator, Orders wonders, what are you thinking about?
long enough to get through the first couple hours and have a little bit of time to practice with the mechanics. Well, practice with the mechanics and the mission types. Given enough time to practice, yeah, you could get in there and chop it up with the best of them. In fact, I'm going to show you a little something. So, in your, once you jump into your Warframe's arsenal, and you decide to, say, open up their Appearance tab, this right down here, the Captura, I'd say that right there is going to be your best friend. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Now, the Captura, this is basically, the photo mode. Like a lot of the fan-made Warframe videos that you see on YouTube, like a lot of the really solid Warframe music videos that you see, a lot of the footage is taken from, going into the Captura and, messing with the settings and, performing certain actions that way. But what the Captura also is really good for is for providing you an arena to practice your movement. And movement is the catalyst. It is the linchpin of Warframe. At least from a mechanical standpoint, from a gameplay standpoint. So you're going to want to get used to moving around, moving the camera. You're going to want to get used to, knowing your speeds between just the standard run and sprinting. And then there's, of course, all the fun stuff. Jumping, double jumps, bullet jumping, and the various dodges and evades that you have access to. Oh, not to mention, wall running. After a certain point, once you get the hang of actually doing all this stuff in mission, you'll really be able to make it flow together to where, you can say go from a roll. You can go from a roll to a jump, or say, if you hold down the evade button, you actually do a slide. Jumping while you power slide, that pretty much immediately gets you into a bullet jump. And then from bullet jumps, when I'm not breaking my ankles, from bullet jumps, you could link a double jump for extra height, or if you're going laterally, you can link together a slide. You could, again, double jump, and that will get you extra lateral distance as well. Or, another neat little trick, when you're aiming down the sights of any of your firearms, if you do so while you're in mid-air, that has you glide. Basically, Matrix bullet time glide. And you'll see just from what I was doing in that mission and what I'm doing here, linking these moves together in various ways is going to get you around places super fast. And with certain warframes, like I think Banshee's definitely one of them. Banshee is a warframe that is designed to stay airborne and just unload on any enemies that are on foot. And this is before, getting into stuff like the Arcwing, which I'm pretty sure I can't deploy here. Thought so. And again, just getting in enough practice and enough time, just getting used to how your Warframe moves, that's going to benefit you greatly. And the great thing about double tapping for the evade in midair is that you can basically use it to change your direction on the fly. So it allows for some really tricky repositioning that you can have a lot of fun with. Now, the other thing about getting accustomed to your Warframe is also going to be getting accustomed to what abilities they have. Now, right now I'm only at rank 9 with this one, so I don't have all 4 of her abilities opened up. But with Mirage and her Prime variant, for example, as I'm sure you can tell just from the look, she's definitely got a trickster Harlequin kind of appearance, right? So you're going to be doing a lot of things like using her Hall of Mirrors ability, which loads you up with doppelgangers, or as I like to call them, strike shadows. Now, the thing about your strike shadows is while they're out, they're equipped with the same gun that you have. So imagine having, instead of, say, this semi-auto crossbow, you've got, I don't know, a shotgun or a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher. Step into the Hall of Mirrors, and then you've got multiples of your Warframe with that same gun. Or with the same melee weapons. Or with your same secondary sidearm. Anything that you're equipped with, the doppelgangers are going to have, and while they will do less damage compared to your normal shots and strikes, it's still extra damage that's going to get piled on. So you can most definitely take advantage of it. Her second ability, if you saw that little grid that just shot out, what that does is basically turn any item boxes in the area, it turns those into explosives, and there's a little light from them which basically attracts enemies. So they're gonna make their way towards whatever you've got tagged with this ability, sleight of hand. Enemies are going to make their way towards that. They're going to want to open the chests or pick up the items and thus get themselves blown up. Now, another basic trick to getting used to your Warframes is, keeping tabs on not only how your movement can chain together, but how your abilities can chain together as well. Because if you're just running solo, then yeah, you're probably going to want to rely on chaining your abilities together to really, to really set a pace that's your own. Every skirmish you get into, you want to set the pace so that way you can lay down whatever fire you need to, take whatever cover you need to, or disengage when you need to. And there are going to be points where you will need to, especially at the start of the game. With Mirage, for example, you do Hall of Mirrors, and then Sleight of Hand, and that allows you to set up more explosives for more item boxes in the area, if you've got them available. Now, just really quickly, the third ability that she's got going for her, or at least the third one that I have unlocked, Eclipse. This is an interesting one because it kind of plays off of the environment. If you're standing any place that's lit, then you see that yellow aura around her, that means she'll do extra damage. But with Eclipse, if you step into darkened areas, optical camo for better stealth. Now let's see if I can actually... Oh, well, I'll be damned. I actually can change my arsenal layout in here. Good. Let me go ahead and jump over to Classic Mirage. Where's she at? There we go. Now, with Classic Mirage, I've already got her ranked up to level 10, so... Well, I've got her ranked up beyond level 10. But still, what that means is that I have access to her fourth ability. I forget what the name of it is. There we go, Prism. Duh. Basic name. But yeah. Prism is her one direct offensive capability that's, a Warframe power as opposed to her weapons. It's a disco ball of death. Now, you'll see it bounce around, shoot lasers, kill things, and then when it detonates at the end, it casts a blind. So, you've got enemies blinded, which means you can sneak up on them, do a finisher, do tons more damage if they've already survived the prism. Well, if they've already survived the prism itself. Now, for, just for argument and instruction's sake, I'll go ahead and switch over to a different Warframe entirely for you. Maybe not this one, but it'll probably be better if I actually go with something like the classic Excalibur. Now, Excalibur is one of the 3 Warframes that you can pick up right from the start. You know, since you did say that... Yeah, you did mention that you already started the game. So, I think the question here... So I'd say the question here really is, which Warframe did you start with? Did you just go ahead and go Excalibur, or did you pick Mag or Volt? Ooh, excuse me. I mean, either way it goes, a lot of it's really going to come down to the same thing. You know, your movement options are basically the same. You know, you have the same core set of movement options between, you know, the bullet jumping, evades, rolls, sprints. Okay. Now, Excalibur could pretty much be described as the all-rounder, the rookie-friendly, you know, the rookie-friendly Warframe. Your abilities with this bad boy are going to be pretty straightforward. You know, you've got your AoE, you've got your targeted ability, radial blind, which is going to come in super handy, and then you have what's pretty much an offensive transformation ability with the Exalted Blade. Case in point. Slash Dash, again, you know, starts off as just a single target approach and attack for extra damage. But when you level that up, you'll actually be able to cause them to, you know, run up and attack more enemies. Second ability you pick up with him is going to be that Radial Blind. Now, that one is again more of a status ability, but Radial Blind is definitely going to come in handy when you get yourself surrounded, because then you can basically pick off targets at your leisure as long as they remain blinded. Radial Javelin's your AoE. The more enemies on screen, the more enemies that'll actually be attacked with energy blades that come up. You'll notice that, you know, nothing really happened when he stuck the sword in the ground. That's because no one was there. Radial Javelin's got its uses, but you will definitely be using more of it once you get later into the game when certain enemies start coming up, but I'd rather not spoil that for you. The last of Excal's abilities is the Exalted Blade. Now, it just starts with basically, you know, the power-up where he pulls out that specialized blade. But with every melee attack you fire off, it's going to fire off those energy crescents. Once you get to rank 10, this is going to be your chief damage builder. Sorry, your chief damage dealer. Now, I would say while that's a good damage dealer, if you wind up getting into a situation where you're actually playing on public as opposed to solo and you get yourself into a team, then yeah, Exalted Blade's going to be good for offense. Because you'll see enemies that show up with like blue fields around them. Those guys can basically cancel out most other Warframe abilities in the game with that field. Excalibur's Exalted Blade is pretty much designed to cut through that immediately. It plows through the fields, and it does significant damage while it's on screen. So, yeah, that basically covers it for, you know, your basic info drop on your starter Warframe, and also one of the advanced ones that you get later on in the game. Now let me get my setup back the way I had it, with this bad boy here. Now let me also go ahead and switch out back to and here we are back with Mirage Prime. Hey, I am more than happy to help. And here's another thing that's going to be a great asset. Another thing that's going to be a great asset for anyone that jumps into Warframe is, simply put, interacting with the community. Like, seriously, if there are two games whose communities I would highly recommend people, just interact with, especially if you're new to those games, it's got to be Monster Hunter World and Warframe. Two of the nicest, most welcoming communities I've found, and more often than not, you will find someone that has a hell of a lot more knowledge than even I have, that can give you plenty of good tips as far as just playing the game, especially with your chosen frame. Because I know that, like, real talk, I started with Excalibur, and for a while I thought that was just going to be the frame that I had to stick with for the entire game. Then I got the blueprints and unlocked Rhino. And Rhino, like, pretty much once you get your second Warframe, it turns into a whole new ballgame altogether. Because then you're basically figuring out, how does this Warframe move, and how is that movement going to link up with the new abilities that I have, or the new abilities that you have to experiment with. Let's see, we're coming up on 8 o'clock now, and we got a good 2 hours under our belt. What do you say we go ahead and take another pit stop to stretch our legs a bit? With that being said, I've almost got her to rank 10, so I think what I'm going to do, at least for tonight's stream, is finish ranking Mirage Prime up to 10, so that way I can get her 4th ability. So that way I could actually get the prism going. And then we might switch over to another Warframe and start leveling that one up. Oh! I'm sorry, in all that instruction there was one thing I forgot. And that's your Warframe's passive abilities, which are definitely going to come in handy as well.
Operator? Ordis wonders, what are you thinking about?
Where am I from? As in, like, you know, where I live right now? I'm in Texas. Oh, you're across the pond over in the UK. That would explain that. Well, hey, it's always cool knowing that I've got people hanging out who are literally in another part of the world from where I'm at. I mean, Jan, who's like he's basically the Warframe guru of all the regulars that we got here on the stream. Yeah, he's in Germany. Like, Jan's in Germany. Let's see. We've got folks in other parts of the U.S. like Florida, California, Washington. You know, other folks that are in Texas. We've also got a couple people who come in on some of the other streams, like say when I'm playing Dynasty Warriors. One guy that usually jumps in, whom I'm kind of sad that I haven't seen in a while, but we have a guy who usually shows up to my Dynasty Warriors streams who is from China. So when we're streaming Dynasty Warriors 8, he kind of pops in as like the pop-up video guy, you know, talking about the actual history that the Dynasty Warriors games are based off of and the different locations. Let's just say we've got a pretty solid stable of folks that come in, and the way I see it, the more the merrier. Well, like I said, man, you are the Warframe guru in this stream. You know, when it comes to tenure, you're the elder statesman here. If that makes sense. Also, Huo Yuanjia, 1980. Good to see you in. Over 2,000 hours.
Channel, there's a time-limited mission available. Check navigation.
If I gotta be real with you, Chief, Anthem hasn't really while Anthem looks cool, it hasn't really drawn me in. You know, if I were to get my hands on it, I might give it a shot, but I gotta say I'm definitely more partial to you know, BioWare games up to and including Dragon Age Origins. Most of the stuff after that kind of fell off for me in terms of quality. But yeah, Jan, I think you pretty much hit it right there on the head. You know, a lot of a lot of games that I've actually put money into, especially last year, I had bad luck with buying games last year, so I'm very, very gun shy until I've seen someone else play the game whose opinion I trust, no questions asked. But anyway, that's enough jaw jacking from me for now. Like I said, I want to go ahead and take a bit of a break. Yeah, that's the funny thing, and that is the dumbfounding thing about this game. Everything that I've talked about as far as how each of the Warframes play, everything that I've talked about as far as grinding for lore and playing through the story, all of this is free. Everything that I have in this game, from the different Warframes to the weapons, free. Like, this is a game that, even though the grind is massive, the grind is also rewarding. Visible proof of your efforts right there on screen. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick break, get up and stretch my legs like I intended to about 10 minutes ago before I got caught on another tangent. So if you guys want to keep the stream up, just keep it locked right here, and I'll be back in a bit. And yeah, I'll be back in a few. Alright. So let's... Stupid desk. Let's at least get in another good, let's say 30 or 40 minutes or so. But now that we've had our little impromptu,
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
now that we've had our little impromptu, rookie's field training guide, we're gonna go ahead and pop back out onto a mission. Oh, one more thing that... before I get to this next mission, one thing that's very likely going to confuse most people, or at the very least, something that might not seem so straightforward, is the Planetary Junctions. When you finish up what you need to on Earth during the start of the game, there's a couple ways you can go. But between each planet in the system, there's a junction. And for the junctions, you gotta complete certain goals. And once you go into that junction, you take on the specter of another Warframe. Now, right here, the Mars Junction, this one actually requires you to complete quests and complete missions on an entirely different planet. So, in that way, it's kind of guiding you back the other direction. So, of course, if you want to get to Mercury, you gotta go through Venus. And if you want to get to Venus, you gotta complete the junction there. So for the Venus junction, the quest that it has you complete, that's a story quest that you're pretty much going to finish up as you play through. Collecting mods, applying them to a Warframe or weapon, again, all standard stuff that you are going to complete as you play through the game. Heck, even upgrading the mod, that's going to do it for you too. And then, once you've pretty much completed all of the objectives there, then you get to drop into the junction, and it's kind of like a between stage boss fight. It's an intermission boss fight. But you load in, and don't worry about Doggo being stuck in the wall. There we go. You could say that, yeah, the game is never ending, because even when you complete the story and the cinematic quests that are available right now, even after completing all those, you can still basically continue through the game. You can continue leveling up whatever equipment, whatever Warframes and weapons you have. You can complete raids. You can join clans, which can, at the largest, hold up to like 1,000 players in a clan, which is basically a guild. You can join clans. You can you can take part in raids. You can go to the 2 open world areas that are in the game right now, like fully open world areas, and complete bounties and missions there to unlock more, to open up more content for you to get access to. there's a lot to do, and how you want to go through the game's content is by and large left up to you to a certain point. I mean, heck, even after you complete Earth and hit this junction and make your way to Venus, the game is still pretty open-ended. So in a way, it's really about setting a goal for yourself. Like, what do you want to do? Or have you seen an item that you want to get? The clan that I'm in is actually run by... Well, the clan that I'm in, I'm just an officer in it. I'm in a clan that's run by an old friend of mine who plays this game as well. But honestly, all you gotta do once again is just, you know, if you go to any of the planetary relays, which I'll show you after this, you can basically go to the relay and, you know, kind of just send a message out to the relay saying, you know, hey, I'm new, I'm looking to join a clan. Is anyone still looking for new members? And does anyone still want to, you know, help a rookie get his feet wet? And somebody outside apparently does not know how to keep their car alarm shut off. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to the junctions. Now, once you complete the objectives, you can go to the junction. It'll have everything listed here, just in case you go here and you haven't completed everything. It'll remind you what you need to do. But once you're ready, you go up to the console, confront the Spectre. This poor Rhino did not have a good time of it. At all. But once you actually beat the Spectre, then you go here and you activate the solar rail, which is pretty much your transport between planets, or your access to transport between planets. Now let's go ahead and jump over to... Well, let's go ahead and jump to a relay. Now, when you've got the game set on public, or even when you've got it set to solo, but largely it works a lot... It's a lot more effective when you have the game set to public. You're going to want to go to some place like the Strata Relay. Or, once you finish up with Venus and you make it to Mercury, you have the Lorunda Relay that's open. But I'll jump over to Strata real quick. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're solo or public. Ah, okay. Whew. But going to the relays and going to the hub towns for the open world areas, those are going to be your two best options for you know, actually running into other players. And of course, running into other players means you get the chance to check out some of the Warframes they put together, and that alone might help you set a goal for yourself. Case in point, check this dude out. Whoever that first one was looking pretty fly in that top hat. But I mean, you will basically get to see Warframes of all shapes and sizes. See this right here, that looked like that was a rhino that was right there. If there are any around, which is why I also mentioned going to the open world hubs. The open world hubs are also going to be your best bets for running into and meeting new people. Now, since this one's the newest one that was literally just released in a major update, we're going to go ahead and jump into Fortuna. Now, even though this one was just released and it may seem advanced as far as, you know, the lifetime of the game, I think once you get yourself to mastery rank, I think once you get yourself to like MR2 or 3,
You want to wish forever? Go right ahead. But any history book will tell you.
you can basically make your way here. And once all of the Warframes actually load up instead of the default Excalibur shadows, then you'll get to see, again, some rad stuff.
Things how they are. Things are as they should be.
Yeah, it's not too Actually, I think what it is that it can be made. It's simple, but it's not dumbed down. You know, it's not over casualized. Huh. That I did not know about rewatching the intro.
Don't bother me now. Talk to your supervisor. Oi, Outworlder, get over here. Contracts. Interested?
But yeah, as I'm sure you're noticing now that everyone's loaded in, there are, let's see, there are 37 unique Warframes in this game at this point, And with the next update to Fortuna, that number is going to jump to 38. But between the different armor pieces you can get for customization, the different skins, the different helmets, and then there's, of course, all the mods you can pick up to, you know, enhance your Warframe's abilities. The combinations are virtually endless.
Credits for dishonest work. Keep your voice down. I got a cover to maintain.
And with all that, trust me, your experience with this game and the Warframes that you build are going to be as unique as your own fingerprint. Yeah, 38 core Warframes, and this is not counting the Prime variants, which a good number of them still don't have. So yeah, the roster is going to keep expanding.
Look, you can breathe coolant for 20 years, or come with me.
But like I was saying earlier, open world hub areas like Fortuna and also like Cetus on Earth, the hub areas are also going to be a pretty good bet for you in regards to being able to actually communicate with other players, you know, getting yourself a shout out so that you can get some help, or just finding someone to help show you the ropes. That's excavation. I want to do another. I'll just do another exterminate mission real quick to finish leveling her up. Pesticus, what's good, dude? How you been?
Eliminate all Corpus threats.
Just in time to see your boy get assassinated. Stop that! Dang it. Trip the alarm.
Alarm successfully hacked. The location is returning to normal security levels.
Okay, that's what that mark is. Goodbye! Let's work some magic. Oh, wait. Meant to do that. Oof. Okay. That thing with the stompy shockwave. That sucked. Another thing that's also really good about Mirage's doppelgangers is that it basically redirects incoming enemy fire. So more often than not, they're going to aim for the strike shadows instead of you. Now, I definitely do want to... Like, I still need to farm a few more resources in order to get the, segment, so that way I can start breeding the cats. And those resources would actually happen to be alloy plates. Okay, so far that's 29 folks that are not happy with me. Oh, I might want to pick up that item star. Because those are always useful. Yeah, I'm playing this on PS4 right now. Oh, Daz, if you're still watching, you'll notice that little notification that just came up on the bottom right. You're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for those because, you know, a lot of times you'll get notifications for missions that are going to have blueprints. So, pretty much everything you've got in the game outside of, well, no, pretty much everything that you can get in the game, including blueprints for Prime variant Warframes. You can find them, and you can earn them.
For the Lotus.
Heavy activity ahead.
Okay. You run up just to get done up. Oh yeah. Oh, I played through the sacrifice last night, and earlier I did the Chimera prologue. Whoo boy. That was something. Don't worry about it, Daz. You're good. Welcome back, by the way. Jesus! The dog just tore this dude in half!
That was a close one.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, the movement in this game is easily one of the best parts of the game.
The enemy is broken. Now get to extraction.
I mean, earlier... Excuse me. Oh, earlier I put on a little, I guess you could call it a how-to Warframe clinic, pretty much going over the movement and,
Alarms have been reset.
you know, aligning that with whichever particular Warframe you're using and how to link their abilities to it. Oh, speaking of MOAs, stick around, little junk bot, you might learn something. And yeah, Chop, with the Fortuna update, you actually have a spot where you can build your own little robo-companion. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's a robo-chicken. That's what the MOAs are. They're robo-chickens. Boop. Okay, gotta head up that way to get to extraction. We'll deal with that. And there's nobody really around, so I can just stick to picking up resources on my way out.
Corpus walkers are heading to your location.
I'm sure they are. They're not gonna like what they find. Boop. Oh, wait. That hit the rock. There we go. 2 for 1. And he leads the shot. There we go. Okay, I've got a range limit on this one, so time to get in closer. Job's done. Time to go home. And that actually bumped Mirage Prime up to 10. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to... I think I'm going to go ahead and switch over to Nova Prime. Because I have not used any of the Nova Warframes at all. So we're going to have a good old time learning a new one. Yeah. Let's see. That crossbow is crossbow is good for Mirage. But this is Nova we're talking about, so we're going to need something explosive. And
Everything in orders, operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to bypass this fault.
lens I do not have. Sonicor, I think that's one that I'm actually going to need to do some... I'm going to need to do some digging for that one. Okay, I just need plastids. Results reported to be very satisfying. You know what? I'm gonna get that blueprint. Why not? Bets, I actually just recently, like literally last night, hit MR10. Tenno Space Launch Program. I like the sound of that. Alright, now let's see. What would be from what I have, what would be a good melee weapon? I don't know why, but something tells me that big ol' mallet is going to be perfect for Nova Prime. Let's see. We'll put that Spectaca Prime Sigatra right there. Oh. want to get that frag ore to copy those. We got that. Boom. Okay, I just noticed, like, every time the model resets, how the vents on Nova Prime's back and helmet and how those vents open up. That is really dope.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and sound.
That's right. I have a Riven mod for the Coal Star. Oh my goodness, this is just getting better and better. I'm just going to put that right there. Oh, Christ. And I have yet to actually fuse to this mod. This is going to get evil. Okay, don't have enough to do Hornet Strike, but too shy for the fully upgraded Trick Mag, but I should have some. There we go. That's flawed. I want the normal one. Let's do that. This thing does impact and blast, so I could go with concussion rounds or quick draw for the reload. Let's do concussion rounds. Now, do I have any hammer? I don't have any hammer stance mods. That is like... I am actually kind of impressed that I haven't come across any stance mods for the hammer yet. Okay, we're gonna do that. And not enough for Fury, so we will have to go with... Okay, I've already got heavy trauma there. We'll have to be good with what we got right now. Well, I don't really have much in the way of platinum. I've only got like 28 right now, so I get the feeling that I may not have enough to make buying that, well, to make selling that mod worth it for you, as opposed to, you know, as opposed to it being a good buy for me.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
All right.
Have no honor.
We just hit the 3-hour mark, and I was thinking of going ahead and dropping the stream after this. So, after this mission, we're gonna go ahead and jump off of the stream for the evening. If you want to catch me back on, I will very likely be back on. Well, I'll try and get back on for at least a little bit Monday evening. Well, Monday evening Central Time. But you will definitely be able to catch me Tuesday mornings for the Cuppa gaming streams that I do, which are basically, you know, early morning chill game streams where folks come in to hang out. And who knows, what I might probably wind up doing on Tuesday morning is just jumping onto some more Warframe and streaming that. I've been going back through and playing Final Fantasy 13. You know, kind of biting the bullet. Oh, the hammer hurts so good. Come here. Eat it! Ain't you done? Wait, that was 4,000 damage. 4,000 on a sneak attack. I know folks get higher damage numbers than that, but that's still just... That is an egregious amount. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the Coal Star actually... Whoa! Hope you had a nice flight, dude! Well, the flight didn't really end well, did it? And yeah, I did notice that you followed Daz. Greatly appreciated. More people to come hang out and have fun, right? Kaboom.
You're still in the clear. No detection from enemy sensors.
Wonder if this thing's got an alt fire. No alt fire. That is quite alright. Go ahead, Mag, swing! What am I talking about, Mag? Go ahead, Nova. Swing for the fences! No problem, Link. It's always good seeing you in. Always happy to have as many of the regulars jump in whenever you can. Which means I gotta make sure that I can stream whenever I can. Okay, so let's see. We'll toss that grenade right there. That pulls those dudes in. They get sent on a one-way flight to the void. Like, no lie. These may only be, like, limited ammo supply firearms, but I'm already having way too much fun with them. Boop. Boop. And then there was one.
You have ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
And then there were none. Either the grenades get him, or the dog gets him. Goodbye. Man, the hammer delivers that cinnamon toast crunch. Oh, we got some items over here. Where did it go? Where did it... Ah. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and bring this to a close. Alright, we got in a pretty solid few hours this evening. You know, it's kind of an impromptu thing, but you know what? I'm glad that I did it. Because that means we got some more people to come in, got some more people to watch and hang out and follow, and we're going to keep this going. It's going to be good times for all, and I'm going to make sure of it. But, that being said, let's call it a night. I will catch y'all online. If not, I will definitely see you tomorrow night on the Metro City Boys podcast. Till then, and until next stream, stay good, neighborhood. I'll catch you later.